cheap games, Xbox Live, and PSN codes, check out G2A in description and use the code ECHO at checkout. Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Echo and welcome back once again to another Minecraft 1.9 snapshot review. I'm here today to showcase for you what could be the last snapshot, and that is 15W44A. We have some pretty interesting things to check out in this week's snapshot. And the reason why I'm saying it could be the last one is because Dinnerbone and Jeb did say they kind of want to conclude all of 1.9 features so far, make sure they're kind of bug free, and then they can focus on other things. So without further ado, let's get into this. If you do enjoy it, be sure to thumbs it up. So I have a world pretty much ready for what I'm going to show you. Now, as you guys can see, we now have the end crystals. These are obtainable in survival. But before we get into this, I want to focus on something that was linked to last week's snapshot. Last week's snapshot was all about loot tables and how you could customize the loot you got in chests from dungeons, mine shafts, what zombies, skeletons, spiders did drop when killing them. So I'm going to do / game mode spectator. The reason why I'm doing this is because I have increased how many dungeons do spawn in my world. Now the loot has kind of been rebalanced to me. Well, you guys are about to see the loot seems to be very, very impressive. So as you guys can see in this one, we've got a bunch of bones. I have a Depth Strider book. It seems that there's more things in chests now. For example, even in this one, we've got the Infinity Enchantment book. And we've got more things than what you usually get. We have one more I'm going to showcase, which is this one. I just increased the amount of dungeons in my world. So in this one, again, 2 golden apples. I mean, that's pretty epic. You don't normally get something exciting as that. A bunch of iron, bones, etc. In here, diamond horse armor. So, yeah, they have rebalanced what they called the dungeons and the actual obtainable loot. So I thought that was pretty cool. That's the first thing I wanted to let you know. You can still customize loot tables like you can last week as well. And I think that's been fixed a lot better. So let's go to game mode survival. Sorry, let's go to game mode creative. And let's focus on these pretty cool things. So what are these all about? Well, these are called the end crystals. Now these are obtainable in survival, and you can rebirth the Enderdragon with these. Now this is what it looks like. This is what you will get. So if I go into here and type in the end crystal, as you guys can see there, it looks very similar to the Nether Star. Just right here, they look very, very similar. Obviously they're very different. This can't be crafted into this, just so you guys know. Now, if I was to blow this up, it will cause a huge explosion. These can be placed, the end crystal can be placed on bedrock or on obsidian. It can't be placed on anything at all. I'm going to quickly show you guys a demonstration over here. So you guys can see this is obsidian and this is bedrock. Obviously, you can't obtain bedrock in survival. So to rebirth the Enderdragon, you're going to be using this. And towards the end of the video, I'll show you how to rebirth the Enderdragon. As for something such as cobblestone, I'm trying to right click, nothing happens, nothing with this at all. So these are the main two, and if I hit this, it does cause an explosion. Sometimes it will break blocks, other times it will not. So let me try and do one more thing here. Let me try bedrock, and let me put this in the floor and try it this way. No, for some reason it's not really working. Alright then, well that's still pretty cool. So normally it would cause a huge explosion, kind of similar to TNT, a little bit stronger than TNT. So yeah, that's the end crystals. They're now obtainable. Question is, how can you obtain these in Minecraft Survival? Well, going back to around about 3 snapshots ago, there was the skeleton horse, which has kind of been changed. These are like the 4 horsemen. You get them from them, so it seems like they are going to be rare. As for the rarity, I actually have no idea. Now, the way you get a skeleton horse is very similar to the way you get a charged creeper. It's when lightning hits a horse. However, these horses can spawn naturally as well. So I had the command here. I'm just going to simply spawn these in. So again, you have 4 of these. Let me quickly grab a diamond sword. But we're focusing on the horses. We're not focusing on the skeletons themselves. Now I'm going to try and be careful because I don't want to blow that up. But if I simply kill these, you guys can see I dropped 1. I already have 1 in my inventory. Now, the cool thing about this is there's a 99.9% spawn rate of these dropping. So unless you're that 0.00001 chance of unluckiness, you're always going to get one of these. And again, why are you messing over here? I just want to make sure I kill all these without causing it too much damage here. But again, we're focusing on the horses. These are pretty cool. The skeleton horses, I absolutely love them because you can ride them. So if I kill him, he's not going to drop one of these. It's only the horses, and obviously you can get on top of this as well. And I believe if I open up my inventory, you can put a saddle on it as well. So they are rideable. So I like these a lot. It's just good that they introduced these to survival, you know? Like, not having these in survival, but having them in the game was kind of frustrating in a way. So let's just kill these, get these out of the way, because I don't... No, they can stay over there. So, again, we had 4 of these. I already had one. And then that's how you do it. You go to the end, you fight the Enderdragon, and then you can rebirth it. So we will do this in this video, but I'll save it towards the end. I want to make sure I focus on everything. They've done a bunch of bug fixing, and apparently they've done more rebalancing of the golden apples. A few snapshots ago, they nerfed them. They are still kind of nerfed. So if I eat this, you're not going to let me? I better kill him, because I'm going to have to go to survival here. So if I go to / game mode S, and I eat this, it's still 4 seconds regeneration 2, and then that's still 2 minutes of absorption. If we get this one, you guys can see it's still regeneration 2. So to me, I haven't really noticed much change. Maybe you guys have noticed some change from the videos that I've been doing, but I really haven't noticed anything at all. What they have done is there's a specific way that I can't remember what it's called, but there's a way, like normally on the top right, you guys can see that it has like the effects. You guys might be able to see them just above my head. They display the effects that you have on you, just so you can see when it's fading, when it starts to pulse, and when it starts to pull faster, it's going to be disappearing. So there's a way that they changed something basic with that. I'm not entirely sure what it was. So let's just go to / game mode creative. I'm going to head to the end now, kill the Enderdragon, and show you guys how to rebirth them. No longer do you need clay in a creeper face. So let's check it out. So upon killing the Enderdragon, obviously the end gate will open. That's for the end city. However, we're not focusing on that. Now, of course, on top of here, we'll have the dragon egg. I have removed it. I'm kind of sad that the way you rebirth the Enderdragon is not with the egg. So how does this work? So you're looking for this podium, and you obviously got 4 of these end crystals from the horses. You're placing these on each 4 sections of this. Now this will create some kind of ritual together. As you guys can see here, this is the ritual itself, which I think looks absolutely awesome, and it will actually target each of the ender crystals naturally, kind of respawning them in its own way. As for the Enderdragon, how does it spawn? It naturally just spawns in, and I think this is a pretty epic way to respawn the Enderdragon. I think they've done a great job here. It's also like concluding these to come back as well. So as you guys did see there, he came from above. You can now fight the Enderdragon again, and you can make this rebirth process as much as you want. The only downside is obtaining the end crystals is going to take a little bit of time because the rarity of the horses. So hopefully those horses will have kind of a better spawn rate than the previous snapshot I did show you when they were around, because it was like extremely hard to get them. So I'm hoping you guys have enjoyed this video. It's been my pleasure to bring you all the snapshots. I hope this isn't the last one. However, if it is, it means that 1.9 is getting that step closer to being released. I've been Echo. Have a great day. And as always, I'll catch you next time. Bye.